The problem that you face in a multipolar system is if you have a country like China that threatens to dominate Asia, East Asia, and the Americans therefore are going to contest that. And if, let's assume the Russians were really powerful and they threatened to dominate Europe, then the United States would move in seriously to Europe. Europe would look very different today than it does. It would look more like the Cold War because we would see Russia as a potential hegemon. Just to give you another example, if you're the United States, it's 1940. You're looking at East Asia, Japan, potential hegemon. You're looking at Europe, Nazi Germany, potential hegemon. It's no accident that the United States fights a two-front war, right? We fought in Europe and we fought in the Pacific. We decisively defeated Germany, along with the Soviets, who played the key role. I don't want to lose sight of that fact. But the United States played a key role in defeating Nazi Germany, and we played the dominant role for sure in defeating Imperial Japan. We did not want Imperial Japan to dominate East Asia, and we did not want Germany to dominate Europe. And by the way, the reason we get into World War I in 1917 is it's looking like Germany is going to win World War I, and we come in to prevent that from happening. So you see, in that multipolar world, and it is a multipolar world before 1945, the United States, right, sees these two potential hegemons, and this is what World War II is all about.
It's limited evidence, I would say, right? Because we only have one scenario in the past that you can actually refer to, right?
I think that probably is the case. I'd have to search the catacombs in my mind, but at the moment I can't.
I mean, we can all follow the argument, obviously. I just think it's interesting because a lot of people look at the BRICS group and they see this alternative system, right? That they're going to build a parallel institutions, that they're going to be a little bit more independent of the West because, as we have discussed, people are quite distrusting of Western institutions, not only outside of the West, but also in the West, right?
No question.
Yeah, but it's interesting that you say that this multipolarity can be dangerous. Let me ask you this. So I obviously understand that you see China as a competitor because it has the potential of becoming a regional hegemon, which is why you say nuclear war is, if it were likely, more likely in that arena and not in Europe. I understand that. Do you see, is there a possibility of something like bipolarity happening again when we're looking at the West and the global majority or the BRICS state that we're looking at, maybe with China, Russia, and India at the forefront? Is there like a new version of a sort of Cold War that could happen, you know, because there's not just a difference in how they want to de-dollarize and stuff like that, but it's also, they have different values, the way they look at international politics and stuff. It's just, it kind of seems to me that there could be like a Cold War, a new version of that could be appearing in the future.
Yeah, let me make one clarifying point and then tend to agree with you. For me, polarity is a function of the number of great powers in the system, right? And BRICS is not a great power. It's just like Europe. People talk about Europe like Europe is a political entity. It's not. There's no such thing as the state of Europe, the United States.
They wanted to make that happen, but it's not happening.